Again, now make one, two loops, okay? Right through there. Pull the knot up good and tight. Show the boys this hand. Put your hand over the knot. Begin to pull, and the knot will slip right down the rope, right off the end. You can take the knot and put it in your pocket or your pocketbook and save for the next time. You see how that works?
No.
All right, we'll do it one more time, all right? 1, 2, same end goes through, pull it up, make it good and tight. Now show the boys this hand, show them this hand, and if you want, you show them both hands like that.
I did that knot.
This is a special knot. It's called made by the Scouts. It's called the double square slip knot. And all you do is go like this, and it appears that the knot is slipping down the rope and right off the end, and here you are, knots to you. So you can have that for a
It
souvenir.
went up in the sky.
And in my pocket,
It's in there.
I have a pair of scissors.
Oh, what?
And we're going to use this magic rope. Now if you look closely, you'll notice the rope has one end over here and one end over here. That makes two ends. Watch closely. I'm going to take the scissors and I'll cut the first end off, just like that. Then I'll cut the second end off, just like that. And now, boys and girls, I have a piece of rope without any ends at all. Isn't that silly? No matter how many times you cut it, you're always going to have two ends, right? You know, every time you go to a magic shop, the magician, or magic show, I should say, and even a magic shop sometimes, the magician always has a strong young man come up and help him. Would you come up and help me, sir? Would you tell everybody your name? Stand right over here. Would you take the scissors? And would you cut right through the center of the rope? That's a boy.
That's Billy.
Ouch, not my finger.
That's not Billy.
Oh, it's not.
Do this
Taylor.
for all his friends.
That's Taylor.
Watch, the world's fastest cutting trick. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Look at him go through that just like butter. 1, 2. There. Let's give our great young man a big hand. Just right there. After the magician has the young man cut the rope in two, the magician then tie the two pieces together just like that.
Okay, look at that.
The magician would then take his scissors and he'd cut a piece from the first end. You hold that end right there. Hold that so it doesn't fall on the floor. Cut a piece from the first end. He cut a piece from the second end. Take that piece. Cut a piece from the third end. And finally, he cut a piece from the fourth end. After that, the magician would take the two pieces of rope and slowly weave them about his hand, just like that. The magician would then take the scissors and wave them over the pieces 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And now instead of having 2 pieces of rope, he has 1 piece of rope, just as good as new.
Wow. Cut it all off. Billy was cutting 4 times.
Oh, whoa, something went wrong here. The magician would take the 2 pieces of rope and slowly weave them about his hand, just like that. He'd then take the scissors and wave them over the pieces 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And now instead of having 2 pieces of rope, he will have 1 piece of rope, just as good. I want you boys and girls to know that I don't do that trick. Because you've seen it done on television, haven't you? He has seen it on television. Maybe you can get me out of this mess. Would you take the scissors, wave them over the pieces 3 times? 1, 2, 3. And this time, young man, would you blow on the knot? And now instead of having 2 pieces of rope, we have 1 piece of rope.
Yeah.
Just
Look at that. Wow.
as new.
Yay.
And young man, I want you to promise me one thing. Please do not tell the other boys and girls how you did the trick, all right? And when you go home tonight, you put those 4 pieces of rope under your pillow and make a wish, and you'll be surprised what's going to happen. Let's give him a great big hand.
Yay! Taylor, good job.
Here's a little stamp book he made for me.
Oh.
The book is kind of old and quite rare, and just hundreds of stamps from all over the world. But as you can see, I'm a pretty lazy magician. In fact,
There's no words on it.
there's no words, no stamps, no nothing. And over here, my box of stamps, and there are just hundreds of them from all over the world. And let's just see a few of these far away and strange places. And suppose I hold the stamps up in the air so everybody can see them, just about like that, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Now, here's a stamp from Sweden. Here's one
That's a long
from
way away.
Canada. And here's one from a far-off place called Waldwick, New Jersey. Oh, that's right here? I didn't know that. Well, look, we'll use this magic box. We'll place all the stamps right inside. And boys and girls, I know that my magic will not be denied. I want everybody to help me and say the magic words. Remember what they are? Abra, cadabra. The stamp should be placed. Whew.
Where did the stamps go?
Whoa.
And if you don't believe me, let's take a look.
It's all in the stamp thing.
Here are all the stamps in my stamp.
Wow.
That's
How
how
did
you
you do
collect
that?
stamps.
But
when you do this trick,
What a magician
There's
he
only
is.
one thing you have to remember. Always use airmail stamps.
I like that. That was great.
Okay.
You gonna make them disappear?
Right over here,
What's he
Dave.
gonna do? What are you gonna do now?
And a nice loud voice, tell everybody your name.
David!
Boys and girls, I'd like you to meet David, the world's greatest magician.
Yeah.
Just think if he had the name Copperfield, David Copperfield, we'd all know him, right? So maybe David Tanis will be another world famous magician.
How do you know my name was Tanner Fashion?
I'm a magician, I know everything.
Mhm.
I can figure out how to pay my income tax, I'll be
You
okay.
know-
The best thing about being a magician always has a nice young girl to help him. And here's a nice young girl way in the back.
Oh.
Okay, just leave that on the table,
Show her,
David.
we gotta
And here's a nice young lady. Will you come right over here? And a nice loud voice, will you tell everybody your name?
Lindsay!
All right, Lindsay. Now, David, I want you to stay right here, right on the magic spot. I'll step on your shoelace. You won't be able to go anyplace. Okay. Now, first of all, I have lots of instructions for our young magician to do. I want everybody to be very careful and quiet so he knows exactly what to do. David, I want you to close the left eye. That's the one in this corner. I want you to close the right eye. That's the one in this side. Take the left hand, place it over the right eye, and the right hand over the left eye. Press good and tight, and what do you see?
Nothing.
Nothing. All right, now, that's just why I want you to see. Keep your hands up there just for a moment. We're going to do something. We don't want you to peek because you're going to do an astounding trick.
No peeking.
Now, you look over. Just stand there.
Dad's looking, but no peeking.
Excuse me. And everybody always make sure he doesn't peek. Now, you have to keep your eyes. This is a game where we have to cover our eyes, just like hide and you'll see, just for a few moments.
Yeah.
And then you
You
do
can
the
do
trick,
that.
right? Now, I have some playing cards, just like the kind of use at home for games. Now, as I go through the cards, one at a time, I want you to take your finger and touch one of the cards. You do that, just stick your finger down here anytime you want, all right? Now, let's turn them over so we don't see what you're doing here. All right, now make sure he doesn't peek. Now, just touch a card. Just touch it. I know. Young lady has a card. Young lady, I want you to look at the card. First, no, keep your eyes covered, please, because you spoil the fun. We want to have a lot of fun with these people.
Right.
Look at the card. Now, there's a little picture on the card. Remember the picture. If there's a number, remember the number. And remember what color it is. Now, in a moment, I'm going to ask her to hold the card up so everybody can see it.
Don't say
but
it.
don't say anything. Just look at it and try to remember the card. Look, show them the
Okay,
picture.
kids,
Go back
don't
there.
say anything,
here.
all right?
All right, everybody see it? Don't say anything. Just say
Okay.
yes or no that you saw it, all right? Did she show it
Good.
to everybody?
Yeah, we all
All
saw
right,
it.
put the card
Yay,
back
kids.
on your hand, cover it so we can't see it.
Good job,
Now,
kids.
as I
Good
go
job.
through the deck, you drop your card in there anytime you want, okay? Just put it down anytime you want. We'll lose it someplace there in the middle.
When am I to be able to open my eyes?
Right now.
Yay,
Okay.
Dave.
Now the young lady is thinking of one card. We're going to try a little mind reading. I want you to look her right in the eye. You look him in the eye. You get a message at all? No message?
No.
All right. Would you think a little harder? Would you put your fingers inside your head and think? Everybody in the audience, put your fingers inside your head and think. And that's a boy, David. Look her right in the eye, David. Look at her. Do you get a message now?
No.
Still no message. Well, look, maybe mind reading is too hard for his first trick. Let's try something a little easier. Every magician, in order to do his magic tricks, has one special thing. You know what that is?
Don't touch anything, Dave.
David?
Don't touch anything. Come on around.
Every
Your magic
magician
spot.
has
Never.
a magic wand.
Oh,
And
Lord.
all you do is wave the wand 1, 2, 3 times over the deck, tap it, and the young lady's card will rise right out of the deck, right up to the ceiling.
What?
All right? Take the wand, Hold it out there and wave it back. And wave it back.
You broke the wand.
Now look, I'll hold the card.
Don't
You
break
just take
his
the wand.
wand.
There you go. 1, 2, 3. Tap it, and the card will float right up to the ceiling. That's a boy. Let's
Dave, you broke the wand.
I don't want you to beat the card, just fan them. Just 1, 2, 3, tap it, and up goes the card to the ceiling. Okay, that's a boy. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry, boys. It's my fault. You notice when I hold the wand, I hold it in my left hand. I'm the world's only left-handed magician, and this is a left-handed wand, and you have been using the right hand. So take the wand in the left hand and wave it 1, 2, 3 times. The card will float right up the ceiling. Let's watch them go. 1, 2. I don't know, Dave. It's so warm in here. The wand must have melted. I suppose we should try
You
something else.
broke the wand.
Dave. Don't touch
Every
anything
magician
like that,
has
honey.
one specially trained system. Now, I have an assistant with me today, but he's dangerous and he may bite. So I'm going to ask you to stand right over here in the corner.
Uh-oh.
You sort of stand over here and protect all the kids. And I want everyone to be very, very quiet now because
Ooh.
sleeping
What's gonna
in
come out,
this
David?
basket, sleeping in this basket is a great big snake.
Whoa.
And he's about 20 feet long.
Whoa.
Time for me
Would
to
you
move.
believe 10 feet?
I'm getting out of the way.
Got him. Oh, look. Well,
Watch.
he was 20 feet long, but he took a bath this morning and he shrunk. But this is our friend Oscar, and Oscar's going to help you, Dave. And what
Hi,
Oscar
Oscar.
likes, he likes.
Come on back,
to pet him.
James.
Would you
Come on,
pet him?
James.
Come over here, pet him.
That's the trick.
That's a boy. And what else he likes? He likes to be tickled under the chin.
Yeah.
Good. Here's what we'll do. We're going to place Oscar right in the basket.
Bye,
David?
Oscar. Everybody say goodbye, Oscar.
David, all you have to do, stand up here in a nice loud voice. All you have to do is say, jump, Oscar, jump. Oscar will jump out of the basket and pick out the card the girl's thinking of. Would you call the snake?
Oscar.
Just say, jump, Oscar, jump.
Jump, Oscar, jump.
Very good, Charles. A little louder.
Jump, Oscar, jump.
That was much better. But I think you need some help. Everybody, let's go.
Jump, Oscar, jump.
That snake must be hard of hearing.
That's your basket.
You're right. What's that? Oh, I see. Okay.
Oscar.
Boys, come on
He's a
back.
very funny fellow. In fact, he said he
Come
belongs to Union and he won't do the trick unless we have some music.
Oh, we
And
need
it just
music.
so happens.
Come on down, boys. Come on down.
Gonna mix it.
Don't be scared. Here's the magician. Come on down. Yep, come down.
Watch, watch.
Oh,
Oh!
just have now a little magic. You put some fingers here, you wiggle them up.